Good morning. I am Beth Packard. I am a silver leader with Young Living, and I have been with Young Living for 5 years. 5 years it was in November. And I'm one of the new leaders that is coming into this group and bringing my team. And so we just want to say, on behalf of my team, I just want to say thank you for inviting us in, for welcoming us, and for letting us be part of the amazing education and things that are already going on in this group, and for us just to be able to collaborate together and to be able to glean from one another and to be able to work together. I'm really excited and thankful that Molly and Laura have put this together and that we've been able to join forces together. So today I am going to be talking to you about soda pop. Here in Kansas, where I'm from, we just call it pop, but I know around the nation and the countries that it's called all sorts of different things. And I was just working on what I was going to share with you guys about, and I found an article about the 21 dangers of drinking soda pop, and I was reading through it, and I was actually kind of surprised by some of the things that I was reading and some of the studies that have been done. And there was something that just like stirred inside of me, and I thought, you know what? One of my favorite things about Young Living, it was at the time, it was really challenging, but how many of you were around when the FDA cracked down on us in, I believe it was 2014, or maybe 2015, because I started in 2014, and in 2015 they just cracked down hard on the non-compliance, and it was really hard on everyone to start talking about health rather than all the diseases and sickness and all that stuff. And I remember thinking when I got into Young Living that it was so strange. I was hearing about diseases and sicknesses that I had never heard about before and that I didn't know anything about. And I was like, I just joined a wellness company. Why are we talking about sickness and disease all the time? And so when the FDA cracked down on that, I was so excited actually, because instead of talking about disease and death all the time, we got to start talking about life and health and nutrition and all of the amazingness that comes with that. And so I was reading, I don't know if you guys have the Nutrition 101 book that Laura and Deborah and those ladies have all poured into, and Sarah, and made this incredible book. But I've been walking through it with my children. I homeschool. And I've got it up on my shelf. I should have grabbed it, but we've been walking through that and learning about how nutrition, and when we get the vitamins and the supplements and the minerals that we need, our body will walk in health. Like God made our bodies to heal themselves. And so that's what I love about Young Living. That's what I love about our products, is that they are life. They are living, breathing things. And so when I was getting ready to start sharing about soda and the negative effects of it, I just had kind of a check in my spirit about how what our goal is and our role is to talk about health and nutrition, and because they're life and because they're healing. And I had wrote this down in one of my journals. I'm just going to read it. It says, keep people focused on wellness and not the fear of disease and darkness. And I thought, I had heard that from someone, and I thought, that's so good. It's so good. And so what I want to do, and I'm going to try to do it quickly, is I'm going to share an article. If you are struggling with pop, or people around you that drink a lot of soda and you aren't sure why. I mean, it's really common. Like, people all around us drink it. And if you aren't sure what the dangers are, what is the issue with it, because I have been addicted to pop in the past. I have. And I do want to share a testimony about that and how I got free of that. If you aren't sure of the dangers, it is very important that we do know the dangers and that we do know that, but I don't want to dwell on it. I hope that makes sense. And so I don't want to go through and tell you all these things that's bad, because I want to focus on the good. I want to focus on the nutrition and the life-giving products that Young Living has. So I'm going to share that link in the comments, or up in the main post, so that you can go through and look. And it's real short. It's just 21 different facts, and they have studies attached to them about the effects of what happens when you're drinking soda pop on the regular, and the sugar and all the things that are in it that can cause all sorts of yucky stuff in our bodies. But the purpose and the point of it is that when we're consuming something that's not life and it's a synthetic thing, it's keeping us from pulling in the nutrients that we need. So if I'm eating junk food all day and I'm drinking soda pop, I'm not drinking water, and I'm not getting my vegetables, my fruit like I'm supposed to be. And so it's not just that the product's bad, but it's also that the product's keeping us from getting the health and nutrition that we need from a good living product. So if I can, I just want to share a testimony. I want to share a story of me. I used to be very addicted to pop, and this was probably even before I started Young Living. I was drinking every afternoon. For those of you that are mamas, and especially homeschool mamas, and your kids are around all the time. Well, mine were pretty young at the time, and I think I just had the two of them. And then I've got three now. The two older ones were, preschool aged and early elementary, and they never left. You know what I mean? They were always home, and I would catch myself in the afternoons going, oh, I just need a pop. I just need a pop. And I started looking forward to that every day. And in the afternoon around 2 or 3 o'clock, I would have this I need this fix. I need this thing to give me the energy and the power to get on through the rest of my day. And so that became a thing, and I started doing that for years. Probably I was drinking pop every afternoon, and it was my go-to. It was my thing. Do you know what I'm talking about? And one day, it was right around Lent, and I had my really good friend at the time. She's Catholic, and she was talking about what she was going to give up for Lent, and I was like, huh. And she said, Beth, I want to give up Pepsi, and she was really addicted to Pepsi. And so she gave up Pepsi, and I said, you know what, I want to do this with you. And I didn't really understand Lent. I'm not Catholic, and so I didn't understand, that process. But I was like, I want to do this with you, and I wanted to be her accountability partner. And so I went off. We both ditched pop during those 40 days leading up to Easter. And what the Lord showed me and spoke to me during that time was that I was actually running to a substance. And yes, it wasn't alcohol, and it wasn't a cigarette, and it wasn't drugs, or, all the things that people run to, but it was pop. And I was running to that substance when I should have been running to Him to get filled up and to get, renewed inside. And it was so convicting. It was so very convicting. And I believe that so many people are doing that. They're running to things of the world to fill them up, when really what we need is He's given us all we need. It's in our plants. It's in our food, our real life food, our living food that's filled with frequency and just life from heaven. And so what I realized in that moment was that I had to stop doing that. I had to stop putting the creation above the creator. And that was just a really big breaking point for me. And so when I saw that soda was on the list of things to teach about this month, and even though it's our first real day here in this group, I just wanted to come on and share that story. And I hope that it just really touches the heart. If some of you are struggling with that still, if you're struggling with soda and you don't know what it is, how it's affecting you, check out the link that I'm going to put up in the comments, and check that out and read through it. But don't be hard on yourself. Just ask for help. See if you can find an accountability partner. It's the beginning of a new year. Maybe you can find somebody who is also struggling and wants to rid pop out of their life, or maybe they have something else. Maybe it's wine, or something that they want to cut back on. See if you can find somebody to be your accountability. And if you want, in the comments, if you're looking for an accountability partner, just post in the comments, and I would love to match you guys up and pair you guys up to start off this new year just with a great bang, as far as just diving in hard to health and nutrition and what that looks like, and how that's going to change things, and how it's going to really affect you in a different way. And I know next month we're going to be doing a Ninja Red challenge, and maybe you can get a zing instead of your pop. Maybe you can do a Ninja Zing instead each day. to help you with that energy and those things that you're looking for. But I do just want to, even natural things can become a crutch for us. And so I just want to encourage you, as you're doing it, to just ask the Lord for help, to get him to help you along the path and along your journey. And I just want to bless you guys. I thank you again for letting me come in and just share my heart with you guys. And later on this month, towards the end of the month, I'm going to share my testimony of Young Living and some more about me. But I am so excited to get to know each one of you. So say hi in the comments. Let me know all about you. I want to get to know you. If you're looking for an accountability partner and you need some help cutting soda out of your diet, just let me know. Let us know in the comments. We'll get you paired up. Until next time, you guys have a very blessed day.